Wait a minute. I don't hear you, Brent West.
I muted myself just in case.
You
Hello,
have-
long lost friends.
Good afternoon, Brent West. I think Johnny might have got a little upset with me on that.
About what?
He don't recognize who I am. He don't want me to come through there. Whoop somebody.
Well, what did he? What
I got his. I got
I was
his.
working
I got a
on
little,
the shows for next week.
I got a little issue with his name. We had a problem with that. He had to correct me on that. I noticed it.
Well, hey,
Be
you got to get your name right.
Gotta be very careful.
Hey, if you're Kevin Nash, you got to get your weight right.
Weight's right, and where you're from. That is right. I hope everybody had a good time on that. It was, and then like I said, it's wrestling is not really meant for television. It's, I mean, that's a good way of finding out what's going on, but the real
you know, we talked
live.
about this before. TV is a method to get people into the arena, not the other way around like it is now.
Sure.
Poor old Jack, your internet is just horrible tonight, ain't it? That storm's killing you.
Well, I'm back up to a full connection now, 10 out of 10.
I wonder why you're coming in slow, though.
I don't know.
Maybe you're only coming to me slow, because I've noticed sometimes we look bad, but we don't look bad when we do when it comes over on the recording.
I've got to get a cable and where I can wire my laptop straight up from the box.
Yeah,
it's all the way across the room. I don't have cable long enough right now.
Hey, I've got one. You want me to send it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought an extra one. If it's still, if my wife hadn't, it's 100 feet. So.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough.
Yeah, send me your address so I'll make sure I send it to the right place.
Okay.
Email it to me.
Richard really trying to stir you up tonight, Jack. I'm just here to tell you. He really is. He's wanting to know when you're going to come to APCW in Douglasville.
Oh, he's been trying to get me to come for the longest.
Richard, I've been wanting you to be the roving reporter for All Pro Championship Wrestling. You hadn't done it yet. You've been there once. You never did it. You never sent us no pictures, photographs.
That's right.
Talk to somebody while you were there. Send us a video. We're looking for roving reporters now to actually go out, send us some stuff. I think we're actually going to have a place called the Revolve or something like that in Chicago. They're going to start sending us some information that they're doing each week. They're going to send us a video just to tell us what they're doing. I've not watched the show, but hey.
It might be a Revolve, might be a little involved, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think it's Revolve. I'll have to read it again. I'll have to read that thing again.
Well, it could be.
By the way, guys, all supporters, Monday, top 10 referees. Get your top 10 referees together. We're going to do that on Monday at 7 o'clock deal. Top 10 referees.
Now, Richard says he's trying, Brent. He said he's trying. Michael Barr wants to be a roving reporter in this weather right now. He wants to go out.
Well, you know what? I can stand behind you there,
Michael,
and I can move that. Have you seen that before where the people are behind it moving
that's the Weather Channel.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You have to stand in a certain way like the wind's blowing you.
Terrence, how you doing, Terrence?
Richard said Brent, he's trying. He's trying hard on that.
I see that. Let's see. Michael Barr. No one knows where I'm from. That's right.
Parts unknown. That's right. Parts unknown, Alabama.
Michael said you're breaking up real bad. It sometimes it's you get a bad internet. I mean, I had it that one weekend that nothing worked for me. Nothing. Michael Barr said it is on this end as well. Okay. Well, we got storms, so. Let's see. Well, we got through there. Okay, y'all ready to do this first one? Well,
I'm ready.
All right, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Inside and Out. We're going to look once again at our photographs and a couple other things too that's not photographs. The first thing we're going to show everybody, and I'm pretty sure we've showed this before. I think we've showed this before, but here is the Mid-South Wrestling patch.
Zoom in there, cameraman.
Zoom in, cameraman. Okay, I'll zoom in. I'll zoom in there so everybody can see this.
Now, this is not the official patch, is it, Brent? Because those colors seem to be off.
Yes, that is the official patch.
That's the one that Jim Ross and them were wearing?
Yes, that is the one that Jim Ross and the referees had to start putting on, if you'll remember. They had to put it on their shirts for a while. Something happened right here. I think you wrote on it, Rodney. Oh, no, it's on the other side, ain't it? Well, you know, over there on that other side. Somebody wrote on that thing. I love that logo.
Wait a minute.
What do y'all think about the logo? I thought it was tremendous.
Well, I like it, except for the blonde hair. They shouldn't have done it that way. All that magenta, and I mean that cyan colors there. No, them colors are wrong. It's
That's
just
Ken
wrong.
Patera on that. You know that, right? It's Ken Patera.
Was that who that is?
World's strongest man right there. Do you ever work for Mid-South?
I don't remember him. I think he did for Paul Bosch for sure.
You know, you think, well, you know, that is a little.
Yeah, that hair doesn't show up. That blonde hair on that yellow hair. I believe this is a reject because the actual logo is right up here on this hat. See?
Well, this came directly from them, so I'm sorry if that's a reject to you.
I think that's a reject.
What?
That colors are all wrong.
I can't have nothing nice. I can't have nothing nice no more.
That would have been something Joel Watts would have wore for sure. I don't think. Go ahead.
All right.
Boyd wouldn't wear that. Boyd would not wear that colors.
All right. Here is Georgia Championship Wrestling. This is a card.
Zoom me in there, cameraman.
When let's see. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Ron West, Georgia Championship Wrestling. Don't try to call that card. Don't try to call that, Michael. That number won't be good anymore.
Let him call. Let him call.
That was his card when he was working for Georgia.
He would be surprised if he picked up, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Hello, this is Ron West.
Whoa! Nice little card there. I've got a couple of these actually. I kept a bunch of these, and then here we already showed Jim Cornette, but we're going to show Jim Cornette and the original Kangaroo there, Norman Frederick Charles
the third. Yes.
I wonder how many people he hit with that.
It was a massive boomerang for sure. And of course, Cornette came right off the boat to the wrestling matches. Toddy Bowl man, that is.
He came right off the yacht. Yeah.
Dad used to call him the Toddy Bowl man.
I remember one time we were in Chattanooga and Jim Cornette. I think he had started sometime in that first of 1983, and we were standing at the Chattanooga Memorial Auditorium, and all at once Jim Cornette. Well, we're out there with a bunch of fans. He asked Dad. He said, "Well, what do you got planned for us tonight?" And Dad said, "A kayfabe." Okay. You remember that, Ron? Oh, he didn't get it. He wasn't getting it yet. You don't go around a bunch of people.
Mike said he couldn't get that number. Mike Barr said he could not get the number. If you could just give it to him, email it to him. Michael Barr.
Ken Patera has a podcast. You know, I spoke to Ken Patera not long ago, and we were going to try to get him on here and talk about.
That was great.
Here is Jim Cornette and
Jerry Novak. I always loved the hat. He gave up the hat later on, but I always loved the sailor's hat. Going to have to zoom me in there, cameraman.
Zoom me in, cameraman. All right.
So we can actually see it. Yeah, there he is. And Jerry Novak was huge. Was a big man.
Drew a lot of money for Nick Gulas in the 70s. This was 1983, by the way. 1983 Georgia Championship Wrestling Superstars. I don't think Cornette cussed as much back then.
Well, he probably did. We just didn't hear it.
That's true. You saying a lot of nice things tonight. Even though you hurt my feelings on that Mid-South wrestling patch, but we'll just get past that, and I'll try to get past it and try to sleep tonight. I don't know if I will be able to. Jack, and you think that was kind of rude of him?
Yeah, but I'm ready to take a nap too. So.
They
Hey, by the way,
always
your
send us
internet's
the
coming in
reject.
good now.
Yeah, well, the storm passed over.
Here we go. One of our favorite men in the world. Universal Heartthrob. Austin Idol, baby. Let me tell you something. Austin Idol.
Who is actually working with the NWA again.
Wow. Where was this program from, Brent?
This is Memphis. This was Memphis program. This would have been 1983 as well. We were Dad left Georgia Championship Wrestling Superstars, went and worked for Jerry Jarrett for 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks.
He decided he didn't want to work for Jerry Jarrett anymore, and he went to work for I think it was Wendy's, wasn't it?
Yeah. I believe you're right.
No, you got to give Austin Idol this much though. The man was over.
Oh yeah.
We might not have liked him, but the fans did.
Sure.
I mean,
yeah. As a fan, I loved watching his matches. I mean, you knew you weren't getting on the mat wrestling stuff, classics with him, but he was very, very entertaining.
He was. There's no doubt he was. And here is the inside of this program. We'll go back big again. We see Jerry the King Lawler, Stagger Lee, which was Coco Beware, Don Anderson. What he a singer? Don Anderson. Did y'all ever
talking about? I think you're talking about John Anderson, Brent. He's a swinging.
Oh, he's just a swinging. And then there's Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton, WrestleSouth.com. So make sure you get to WrestleSouth.com. You'll see Bobby Eaton there. 1983, Bobby Eaton. Before the Midnight Express. That was way before the Midnight Express. Let's go ahead and look at the other side of this program. Adrian Street. And then he was putting his hands right in front of Miss Linda's face. So she didn't get a good picture out of that. Mad Dog. Ooh, boy, he was horrible. I hate to be that way about him. But yeah, did you ever see Mad Dog wrestle, Jack?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, not too good. Then Terry Taylor, Rodney's favorite wrestler in the world. Terry Taylor. Andy Kaufman, which did a tremendous job.
You have to question this. When the flash went off on that, was he slapping his leg?
It's good.
That was good. All right, now let's see. Let's go to this back page. There was an inside to this. I don't know what happened to the inside of this thing. I think it was the card for the night. Jimmy Hart, Stan Lane, and the Rocky Road Express before they went to Mid-South Wrestling and became the big stars they became. And if you want to get some promotional products, Michael, don't try to call that number as well. I doubt that's still in business. 1983.
They might have a promotional product or two there.
Do what?
They might have a promotional product or two.
Well, it could be. That's Wes Barrett. Y'all know who a Wes Barrett is. He may still be in business. Who knows?
Let me check my phone. No, he's not in there.
Well, that's just some of the programs and the photographs. There's so much other stuff we have that we're going to show. We're going to show actual booking sheets and a bunch of stuff on some future episodes. If you enjoyed this video, give us the big thumbs up. Subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel. There we go. Go one step further. Hit that notification bell. That was a very weak bell. That was a very, very weak bell.
The weather.
And share the video. Let everyone know about pro wrestling inside and out. Mid-South.
You'll borrow my hammer.
Go ahead and give the bell to Rodney. There you go. We'll see you in the next video.
Michael Barr.
Michael Barr said he don't call every number that he sees.
Are you sure?
Dan Lang said, Brent, do you have any Memphis programs with Jerry Lawler's artwork? He's very good. Yes, I do have a couple of those. I don't know where they're at. I don't know if those could have got destroyed. I'm just now looking through all this stuff. I hadn't looked at this stuff in probably 12 years. So this is the first time that now some of these actually I had scanned in and we put them on Facebook page. But
A&E's got that new show called WWE Hidden Treasures. Comes on Sunday nights. And this last week was about Jerry Lawler. And they featured some of his artwork on there. I mean, I've seen his stuff off and on for years, but you got to see a lot of it on this program. And he's really, really talented.
Yeah, he was. There he is. I have a couple of different things that that was a programs. Just that little 3 weeks, I collected as much as I could while I was in, because it was like a general store in Memphis as far as the pictures and stuff. They got my whole side of the building. And so I bought everything. I went in through there and bought pictures galore. So but some of them did get destroyed. I am trying to buy some of that stuff back. When somebody has some stuff for sale, I try to, let's see. Michael Barr said Norman Frederick and Jerry Stubbs as Mr. Olympia fought many battles in CCW. Yeah, I didn't realize Norman Frederick Charles was there. What year was he there? Was that right after, or was it before he came to Georgia?
Not sure. I know the original World Championship Wrestling logo was done by Jerry Lawler.
Are you talking about the one that was on the set?
No, the artwork for the envelopes and all that. No, the thing from the set came from TBS. They always controlled that artwork there. But he did the
really great collector photos. I wish I had more of them. I wish I had all of them because I bet 300 or more got messed up. Wouldn't you think so, Rodney?
Oh, it was. There's a bunch, and a lot of our stuff that was Dad's were the Infernos were in the Carolinas and Florida and Texas gone.
Dusty Rhodes, Ole Anderson, Jim Cornette are wrestling minds. I agree. Y'all agree with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Cornette could really do somebody good if he didn't go crazy and bust his own windows out and stuff like that. He might be all right. I think people were afraid to use him, afraid he'll shoot somebody or something. Michael Barr just said, just send me the patch. I'm not going to send you the patch, even though Rodney don't think it's real. So I'm like, I've got.
Wait a second. He'll sew something on it, but I just don't think I think that was a reject. I believe
So
it was a
you're
reject.
thinking we only got the rejects? Is that what
I think that was just laying around. Does anybody want this? And Dad picked it up. Thought we might want it. We did.
It was probably true. I might have picked it up there. Patera must have been the hottest heel in the business when he was in WWF Intercontinental Champion and NWA Missouri Champion at the same time. He didn't get over in Georgia. Period. He did not get over in Georgia. And that wasn't his fault. Wasn't his fault either. He just was there in a bad time. But him and Tommy Rich had some good matches, though. Richard Hood said, I thought he was selling real estate. Who's that?
Talking about Austin Idol.
He probably is.
Yeah, I think he's still involved with that. I think he still owns his pizza place there in Greenville, too. But no, he's they only filmed that NWA show. I think they go in once a month, film a month's worth of TV.
Yes, he's called the Universal Heartthrob. Yes. It's a Universal Heartthrob. Boy, I'll tell you who could do that. Brett Armstrong. Brett Armstrong could do the best Universal Heartthrob of anybody. Even all the Armstrongs could, though. They could all do these voices. It was incredible. The talent, there were some talented. The Armstrongs, very talented group of people because Steve Armstrong could play the guitar, he could play the piano, and never took any lessons for it. That's incredible. That's a gifted group of people. I can't even figure out how to turn on these things too often, but to look talented they were. Brent, do you have? Oh, I think I already answered that question. Brent, I already said that too, didn't I? All right. So Richard Hood said, "You guys have jokes tonight."
We did.
We don't want to be boring, you know.
Richard, this is what you're paying for.
Let's see. Lawler did the Art in Georgia programs in 1975.
I wouldn't be surprised, and they kept it all the way through.
Yeah. Richard, they are full of it tonight. Richard said Jerry Lawler could draw. Yes. Not only could he draw, but he could draw.
Yeah.
Good house. Jerry Lawler.
All around artist.
Yeah. Michael Barr back in the late 80s. Michael said, yep. Let's see, what did he say? Sir Norman Frederick Charles the Third was his ring name. Yes. And I am right. He was one of the original Kangaroos, correct?
You're exactly right.
Yep.
And also Murph the Smurf. That's true.
Yep.
He was Murph the Smurf. Because that's what Jamie and Bill called him. Hey, Murph. Murph the Smurf.
Richard, why are they messing with this hill here? Richard said, didn't Jerry have a college scholarship? I think he did, didn't he?
I know he was in college when he started, sending that artwork into the radio stations, and Jackie Fargo, I believe, was the one he was sending artwork to. And Jackie,
he actually worked for Jackie Fargo. Him and I can't remember the guy's name. He was a country western singer. That's when they called him country western singers, not
country
just
and western.
Yep. But he worked at a radio station. He was actually a DJ at night for them. He wasn't getting paid, but he was on there at night, and that's how he started wrestling. Rick Brooks said the Royal Kangaroos. So it was a Royal. There was two different kinds of kangaroos, wasn't it?
I think it was basically the same group. They changed members, but sometimes they were called the Royal Kangaroos or just the Kangaroos. I remember the Royal Kangaroo name, though.
I remember a match when Steve Armstrong came in and helped Bullet and Brad in CCW. He was wearing a camouflage outfit, and the Bullet called Steve Commando Rambo. That's good. That's good stuff. All right, y'all ready to do the next one?
Let's do it.
A lot of thought process, going through the. All right, let me see. Hey, I think I showed this last night, didn't I? Did I? Wasn't this?
Yeah.
Yes, that was the one we thought. We determined that was the
Georgia. Didn't we sell those?
Yes, we did. Georgia. That was with the Georgia Television Championship that you didn't realize there was a Georgia Television Champion.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even realize.
I
knew that. Didn't Kevin Sullivan have the Georgia Television Championship, right? Or did he have the Georgia Junior Heavyweight Championship?
Yes, he
never
did.
understood why you called it the Georgia Junior Heavyweight Championship. I did. Dad always hated that. He said, "Why are they doing that? Shouldn't it be Georgia Junior Champion? So why are they putting a heavyweight in there? How can you be a heavyweight and a junior at the same time?"
Jack, who is the most, if you will, most well-known Georgia Television Champion? Do you know?
I have absolutely no idea because, again, I didn't remember them having it.
I bet you Richard knows. Richard, who was the best known Georgia Television Champion?
Thunderbolt Patterson.
Exactly right.
I remember him
because there was, when he was a Georgia Television Champion, that's when Ole had the $1,000 silver dollars, and they did the $1,000 silver dollars versus the Georgia Television Championship inside the steel cage at the Omni, and it was sold out.
See, the Thunderbolt Patterson heyday was when I was having to turn my antenna, and I could either get the picture or I could get the sound, but I could not get both.
Which did you watch it more of, the sound or the
picture?
Yeah, it was going. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yep.
And Terrence
I do my own commentary.
And Rick's right. The Al Costello was one half of the original Kangaroos. In fact, if you didn't have Al Costello, you couldn't be a Kangaroo, as far as I'm concerned.
That's true. This is true. All right, I'm just looking through these photographs, going to get the right ones here. All right. All right, you ready? Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Inside Now. We're going to continue looking at our collection of photographs and other things that we've saved throughout the years. And I say things because there's all kinds of stuff laying here, but I'll just figure out what I'm going to look at. Here is a photograph that was took. The WFIA, Wrestling Fans International Association. I'm guess they disbanded years ago, but they came to Birmingham in 1987. I believe it was 1987, and they took this picture. And we've talked about this before. Me and Rodney was there. We were the only two out of the whole group that didn't get some type of I should at least got the best merchandise seller of all time or something, some kind of award. But these people got the award. Here's Steve, Bob Armstrong, and Scott, and they all got a some type of award. And I don't know exactly if you can even read what they got. I'm thinking Bob got Wrestler of the Year. Because if he didn't, he would have took it away from Scott and Steve if they had won it. So that wouldn't have went too far with them. But this lady, this Antasia, I don't know how you say her last name, but she took some beautiful pictures, didn't she?
She knew what she was doing, no doubt.
She really did. She took some great photographs. I mean, that's a great picture. All right, here is we were doing a wrestling program. Did we call that the Ringsider, Rodney?
It was just Continental Championship Wrestling Program that I remember.
All right, we didn't call it the Ringsider. Well, we had somebody come in and take.
We did. There was one, but I think Roy Lee called it a Ringsider.
That's right. He did the program to call it Ringsider. We used to pick those up in Dothan at the. All right, here's a picture that it was took. I think this was at the Fairgrounds Coliseum of Adrian Street, and I think this got into the. I'm pretty sure these got into the program.
That's a good picture right there.
And this guy was good too. I just don't remember this guy's name.
You never know who's hiding under the stands.
This is true. Good picture of Adrian Street, though. Great guy, by the way. Anybody that doesn't know Adrian Street, tremendous man.
Even if he does not approve of my cigar smoking, I still love him.
Yeah. Yeah, tremendous artist. He was. I mean, he did it all from artistry. He makes belts. I mean, he does it all.
79 years old, and I still wouldn't mess with him.
No, he used to airbrush his T-shirts.
Yes,
and even as a heel at the time, that was one of the in my opinion, he would sell as much as some of the other guys that were the good guys. Yep. We would sell $200 or $300 worth of stuff of Adrian Street every night.
Yes.
But his stuff was so unique because he would draw it out and then he would airbrush it, the shirts and stuff. It was tremendous. And the only thing that I remember years ago is we got him some Adrian Street bumper stickers. We found out after a while you couldn't put it on your bumper because they'd fall off.
They were just stickers at that point.
Well, then we just called them stickers. So it would not stay on your bumper. But we bought him some. I think it's somewhere around 5,000 of them or something. And, years later, this was 1986, 1987. And years later, 10 years later, he still had some of those. He did not get to sell those.
He got a very good deal on those, though.
He did get a good deal on them. It was very, very cheap.
Painful. Yes. That's the reason they're falling off cars.
Yeah, but you know what? There was only $1. I can remember telling people, so that was a marketing employee. We wanted you to get more than one. Here is another picture of the Armstrongs. I think this was taken at their house. Maybe it'd been Bob's house. There's Brad, Scott, and Steve.
Those were sold. They sold those.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, there's a famous one standing in front of that fireplace of Bob and all the boys together.
Just a great picture, great photograph right there of one of the greatest. Another group of people who are tremendous. Yep. Never would you have a problem with the Armstrongs. They were always easy to work with.
Which, by the way, today was Scott's birthday.
How old was Scott today?
59.
59 years old.
59.
I always thought he was the youngest one.
No, he's
found
the
out he was
oldest.
the oldest.
He's closest to me in age.
Here is Brick House Brown.
Man,
This man was in shape, wasn't he?
Oops.
Brick House Brown. Mid-South Wrestling. This was the photographs that were used to Mid-South Wrestling to send to newspapers, radio stations. There was a whole kit that would go, and this went. I'll tell you what, he was in shape. I think they missed the boat with him in Mid-South Wrestling.
big time.
Now, we understood that he messed up a few times, but he would have got over better than the Snowman would have.
Oh, yeah.
If they would have pushed him right. Here is a picture just for Jack. I know he'll enjoy this photograph of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, smoking a cigar.
That's my man.
You see, American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, got his little cigar right there, smoking it. Actually, I think Dusty Rhodes actually signed this picture, the back of this picture.
We'll flip it around. Let's see.
I don't know that we did. I don't know that we did it. Unless that's Rodney's writing.
That is my writing. I did write his name because
you forged his name.
Well, if he would have signed it, would have been on the front. On the back, though, I was just making sure.
Because back then they didn't have pins that are right.
I signed it on the back to let everybody know who that was.
There's some people today that knew that was Dusty Rhodes.
No. Well, there's some people that lives in their basements with their mothers. They don't know who they are either.
Same ones that doesn't think Hogan can drum.
That's right. You see? That's what I'm saying.
They're alive and they procreate.
Oh, man, I about knocked Hacksaw Butch Reed off the wall. Here we got Jerry Stubbs, Mr. Perfect, Jerry Stubbs, the original Mr. Perfect. Boy, he had some heat.
Yep.
People would boo him. He didn't even have no music. All he did was walk out, and the people would start booing him. That was his music, the boos.
Yep.
I always loved Jerry Stubbs. Great guy, by the way. We're going to have him on soon. Here's Johnny and Davey Rich. They sold these pictures. Johnny, Davey.
Yeah,
they were great.
Need to talk Davey into coming on too.
He was just in Chattanooga. Didn't even call or nothing.
I know. I kind of had a few words for him over that.
Didn't even give us a telephone call. No respect whatsoever. Rodney didn't give me any. If you've not watched the video yet that he's talked bad about my Mid-South Wrestling patch, go and watch that. It's on another video of here. And then we'll show one more photograph, and then we've got to get off of here. There we see. I think this is a tremendous picture.
Yeah.
Gordon Soley, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden on the set of Continental Championship Wrestling.
That honestly is one of my favorite tag teams.
This is a great picture.
Yep.
That was after they left the National Wrestling Alliance because the NWA is not on the front of that set. So, all right, that's just a couple of the things. We've got a whole lot more we're going to share with you in the next few months. Rodney, any final comments?
No, I've got it all. There's no need to be bitter about the Mid-South patch.
I'll tell you what. All right, I'm just going to, I'm going to get happy while we go off this thing. If you enjoyed this video, give us the big thumbs up. Subscribe to the page if you haven't already. Go one step further. Hit that notification bell. There you go. And share the video. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next video right here on Pro Wrestling Inside Now. Send me that patch.
Well, I was just fixing to say we could probably have some made up and sell them.
Sure.
We probably could.
I guarantee you that logo is not trademarked.
I bet it ain't either.
I have looked for magnets of the old territory logos. I'd love to have those. I have a thing about magnets all over my refrigerator. So.
I remember Michael Barr said, I remember having to turn the house just to get a station to come. Oh, yeah.
Were you raised in a camper? I mean, nothing wrong with it. I just wondered.
Oh, yeah. Bring a tear tonight, right there, man.
We love you, Michael.
Yeah, we're just messing.
I think it's a valid question.
Brent, that picture was taken at the Armstrong Union back in 1902 at the Dothan Civic Center. No, that wasn't took. Not that, because that would have been way before then. Richard Hood, Michael, I don't know why they're messing with hills. We need to do inquiry. Gene Gordon.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the sickening thing that made me sick, and I'm going to tell you right now. His family, when he passed away, they threw every bit of his photographs away.
Oh, no.
There is the star of the show.
Yeah. She's been good. Her sister's asleep on the couch. This is the good one.
He had some really great wrestling gear and masks that he sold as well when Adrian and Linda lived in Pensacola.
Yeah.
Dan Lang said, will Adrian Street pass Peacock's 2021 standards, or will he be censored? I think he'll be censored. What do you think, Jack?
I don't know. I don't really think he went, too far out, comparatively speaking, to what they're allowing today.
Jack, how many territories did you work in?
I worked briefly in Memphis until I found out what the payoffs were, and then I worked Continental, and then I worked whatever that was, NWA territory in the Carolinas that I went to with your dad.
The North American?
Yeah.
Richard Hood said Brickhouse could get down, and yes, he could. Yeah. Boy, what a drop kick. He gave that drop kick, man. It looked like he's knocking you out.
Made it look easy.
And I'm going to tell you, I love being around Brickhouse. He was just one of the nicest guys.
Yeah, he was. Brickhouse was a great wrestler. Brent, who hasn't messed up? That is true. Forgery, Rodney. No. Let's see. Cool picture of Robert, Jimmy, and Gordon. Yes, that is good. And I will not be sending you the patch, Michael. Yeah, I will not be sending you that patch. Michael Barr said, "I want the real patch, not the fake one." Even you're starting at that.
I'm telling you, that is not the right patch. It is the wrong colors, and I believe that's the reason we have
it. Michael Barr said, "Just a saying there, Jack. Smart." All right, guys. Remember,
I'm a heel, buddy. You can learn from me.
Remember, guys, Monday, 7/7/25, we're going to do the top 10 referees, and this actual show will put everybody, all the insiders, all our Insider Nation, and then we'll put it all together, and then we'll put it on YouTube, and we'll do the top 10 referees. So I've already got my list. I've already got it down. And you know what? Some people didn't make it, and I wanted to do, but it's a top 10 list. So you have to at least, because there's a lot of great referees out there. Jack, anything we need to talk about before we leave? Tell the insiders.
Yeah, Wrestle South guys. If you don't care, go to our Wrestle South Facebook page and share those advertisements that I put up there for me.
Rodney,
I can tell you, George Scott Jr. will be on the top 10 referees.
Oh, yeah. All right. Guys, thank you so much. We'll see y'all next. We'll see you Monday. We've got some good stuff. I have been working on it. Rodney and them did the show tonight. While they were doing it, I was coming up with some ideas and doing some research while they were So we'll have some good stuff for next week. Jack, thank you, Rodney. Thank you. And thank you. We certainly do appreciate it. We'll see y'all next